Hey everybody, it's Brooke. The creepy baby and I are back again, and we're going to work on page 5 of the album portion of our Jalbum. Stick around. I'm so glad you guys are here. If you're new, welcome. I hope you find something that amuses you or entertains you or inspires you. If you're not new, you guys are the best. Thanks for coming back. So we are working on, we did this page last time, and this is our flippy page. It goes like that. And now we are moving on to the very back hinge, which is at the very back. Here we go. Very back of our Jalbum. We've got this last hinge. We have a base page here to work on. Oh, make sure I've got the right base page. Yep, this is the base page we're going to work on today. And this is from our other book. And what happens is this flips over, and that's a magnet. That flaps over. Got this creepy image. It flips over. Got the background here. We've got the back of our tag here for writing. You can do anything you want here. And then there's a pocket here, along with a tag in the pocket. And there's place to write or put another picture. You can do all kinds of things. So let's go ahead and put it together, shall we? Get our book out of the way. Okay. Here's our base page, and our base page is 9 1/4 inches tall and 5.75 inches wide. And that's what slips right onto the hinge. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, I will link the playlist for making the Jalbum right up there. Check it out. It's super fun. I'm kind of a dork, but that playlist is fun. All right, let's take a look at what I printed. I printed this, which is part of the freebie on the Facebook group. And it's also in the original Creepy Baby kit. In the original kit, it's landscape. In the freebie, it's portrait orientation. And then I printed this on the back, and that's from the original Creepy Baby kit in my Etsy shop. All of my digis are 25% off until October 31st, 2023. This page, oh, and I printed this on cardstock, if I didn't say it. This is one of our background pages. I printed this on regular presentation paper, only on one side. And I printed this to make our little flap, but I'm kind of thinking now I might use an envelope to make the flap instead of, unfortunately it didn't print on the inside, but I think it'll be okay. I'm thinking of using the envelope instead of the flap. So we'll see. We'll just see about that. Let's go ahead and do some cutting. This is our base page. Let's get out my giant cutter. So our base page needs to be 9 1/4, maybe a hair less than 9 1/4 to give me a tiny bit of wiggle room. That's 9 1/4. I'm going to move it down maybe a 1/16 of an inch. You guys know I always have to retrim that anyway because, well, measuring may or may not be my strong suit. And it's 5 3/4 across, so I'm just going to go a tiny bit less than 5 3/4. And we'll cut that, and we'll save these awesome strips. So that will cover our base page. And then this is going to be our right-hand flap. I want to use these creepy twinny girls. And so we want this to be 9 1/4 tall, just like our base page. So we can cut off this part. I hate to cut off the quote, but it's going to end up being gone anyway. We're going to cut it the other direction too. So there's that. And then we want it to be, oh gosh, I don't know. Let's make it 5 inches wide. That'll give us a 1/2 inch to score for our hinge. Put those in our cool box of scraps. I'll go ahead and move that out of the way. We'll get out our scoreboard. Not too much in the way of scoring on this one. Cool. So we want a hinge on this right-hand side. So I'm going to turn it. Oh, sorry guys, I was getting a message. Boy, I just cannot get things quiet when I'm trying to record, can I? so we want a 1/2 inch hinge on that side. I did it that way only because I find it easier to score over here rather than over here in the corner. So we can fold that over, give it a burnish, and let's just see what we got here. This might be the easiest page yet. I forgot to get out magnets. Oh no. You guys are gonna have to watch me fight with the magnets. I'm so sorry. Nobody should have to see that. Oh, did some pop out and stick to the other magnets? Let's see if those are the right orientations. They sure are stuck together well. They are. Yay, look at that. That wasn't too painful, was it? Not so bad. Get those out of the way. Sorry for the reach. Get out our base page. Okay, so let's see. We want this to be on, I want it to be on the front. You can put it wherever you'd like. So I want to make sure the opening's over here. Let's check to see how this fits. It fits pretty darn well. So I'm going to take our little girls here. See how they're looking. They are actually just a hair too tall. So I'm going to trim just a little smidgy off the bottom. And that was maybe 1/8 of an inch, maybe. See if that did it for us. It did indeed. That's just perfect now. So let me get out my glue page. I'm still experimenting with the Tombow Mono Aqua Liquid Glue. There's a mouthful. Try to get it out of the glare for you. I'm still of the opinion that it's got pros and cons. Well, kind of the same thing as a pro and a con. It does not grab right away, so you do have a chance to move things around if it didn't land exactly where you wanted it. Once it dries, it seems to be holding really well, but because it doesn't grab right away, once you get it positioned where you want it, you have to make really sure you don't bump it again because it will slide. It will slide right out of place. So that looks, oh, see, just like that. But it is nice having that wiggle room. And I found the glue. I have it. I might as well use it, right? And there, that goes wiggling again. Get over there, knock it off. We'll give that a second to grab. And then on this page, we have the flap that's there. That's where I'm thinking of putting, if I can grab it, this envelope that is part of the add-on kit in the Etsy shop. Wouldn't that be cute? If she's there instead of that? I think I like it. I think I'm going to do it. Let's do it. You can certainly use, this is also part of the add-on kit. You can use a 3x4 cut apart from the paper pad that you're using. Whatever you want to use is fine. If you're going to do this, you just make a 1/2 inch tab and attach it there. Put this on top. Does that make sense? I think it does. I think you guys got it by now. So let's do that. Let's see if this has done its little grabby thing. Yep, feels like it. Still oozing out a little bit. I think there's just a learning curve. That looks good. Okay. Then we'll take our envelope. And as I said, this is part of the add-on kit. I love it. I think it's super creepy. I did put it together. And there is... Oh, I didn't cover that. Well, you know what we can do about that? I didn't print it double-sided. So we can just make this a journaling card by gluing it together. Yes, we can. All things are fixable in the world of junk journals and albums and jalbums. Nothing is a mistake. There. Now, it doesn't matter that we didn't print it double-sided. I could have also lined that with journaling paper. A number of things you can do. Okay, where is my scraper tool? Where'd you go, scraper tool? Sure, it's directly in front of my face, but we'll use our bone folder. Okay, so that can go right in our pocket for the journaling fun. And what we're going to do is glue the flap onto our base page. Before we do, let's go ahead and do that. So I will put glue on here. Once again, changing things on the fly. It has historically not worked out that well for me, but I'm sure it makes you guys giggle. So that's worth it. Entertainment value is cool. I actually don't need all of that, so we can go ahead and lop it off right here. Don't need that extra bulk. Ooh, had an itch. Would you believe it is the 28th of October, and I got stung last night on my face by a yellow jacket at like 8 o'clock at night. I could not believe it. That is highly unusual Maine behavior for bees. But we've had some oddly warm weather, and I guess that they get super aggressive in the fall because their hives are still full and they're hungry. They want to eat. I didn't really appreciate him choosing my face to eat, but there you go. Gotta tell you, it hurt. The people next door put out their hives. I guess they cleaned them out and they're getting ready to store them for the winter. And I guess yellow jackets go in to clean up the mess and hopefully get some food, if possible. And so that's bringing in the yellow jackets. Okay, we need to put a magnet right there, and we will end up covering it with something. We'll figure out something. So I'm putting my two magnets together, positive and negative, but I want to put it the other direction. You want the sticky side out, Brooke. So busy yammering about bees. There we go. Whoa! These are basic gray magnets. Once again, I will link those down below. I love them. They're super thin, super strong, and the adhesive that they use on them is super sticky. So I've got zero complaints, except they are a little spendy, but magnets in general are not cheap. So we'll put that right about there. We'll figure out something to put there to cover it. How's this going? That's about dry, I think. And then we'll take the sticky off the other side. I had them stacked together right there. And we will just, oh, that's what we want to do. We want to close this one like that. And we'll close that one. And that will put the magnet exactly where it wants to live. Oh, I like the envelope. That's pretty cool. Okay, so we just need to cover those two magnets. I pulled out this, which is part of a Friday freebie about the creepy baby a long time ago. I think I'm actually going to re-release that this week, which is 10/28. Oh, no, it's 10/27. Sorry. I lied about the date. 10/27/2023. I think I will re-release that page because I'm really running behind. I didn't make a new page, but I just want to put that there to cover up that magnet, and I think it is super uber creepy. So it has two purposes: to freak people out and to cover up our magnet. And then we could put washi there. I have scraps sitting around. That's actually on cardstock. I don't think I want to use that. Let's just look in our scrap bucket, which is right here. We could use some of that. Ooh, that's kind of busy. Because the envelope is kind of crazy to begin with. Let's use that. I love that print. So we can do, I think I'll just tear it. How about that? We can tear it right there. I didn't want to use the cardstock just in case it started messing with the magnet, because that's a lot of layers to go through. I don't think it would have, because the magnet is crazy strong, but why take the chance? Let's go ahead and put some ink on here. Sorry, boring, I know. That'll just help it stand out a little bit while it's covering our magnet. good old glue stick. And it'll just be a pretty border on there. Make sure that covers it up well. Go in and burnish it. I don't know what oh, it's right there. I found my scrapey tool. Sheesh. As I said, directly in front of my face. And that will cover that up. Had I not already constructed the envelope, I could have put the magnet on the back of this flap of the envelope, but I had already constructed it, so there you go. Again, no problem. Then we'll open this up, see how our background paper is looking. You know what I do want to do? I think is put some washi tape in here to cover up that white. So let's grab some old Tim Holtz. This is design tape, I think, from 2017. Yes. So it's all different kinds, but I love the colors. Let's use this plaid one. That's kind of fun. Plaid goes with everything, and it's already all crazy. This whole book is kind of crazy, but I like that. I really do. Most of my journals are, shall we say, eclectic? Yeah, let's say that. I'm not big on a theme, usually. Creepy Baby being the exception. Trying to think how we're going to get that in there without a ruckus. Wish I could hear you guys telling me what to do. Eileen, where are you telling me what to do? Telling me how to do it the right way. Maybe we'll just open this up. Kind of lay that down there. Try to tuck it in a little bit. Thing is with Tim Holtz washi or design tape, stuff is sticky, which is great, but it is kind of fighting with me to get where I want it to be. That's crooked. There we go. Thank you, Mr. Holtz, to the rescue. And then we will take our page. We decided that was right, didn't we? Our page is the right side, right size. Our envelope folds over. Oh, you know what? Once again, I think we can take off just a smidgen off the width. Just a hair. Well, I don't know if anything came off there. There we go. Oh, sorry guys. I just smacked my sewing machine thoroughly. I don't believe we burnished our envelope down, and it needs it. Okay, there's that. Now we can go ahead and put our glue stick on this page, and we'll stick it down to cover up this weird paper that originally I thought I liked, and it turns out I really didn't. So I've been covering it all the way through. But it was a good base to use. Turn this around. So after this one, you guys, all that's left is the waterfall page, and our Jalbum is done. I've been decorating in the album portion, or the journal portion, kind of sporadically here and there, but I'm not going to do a ton because there's so much going on in the album portion. And I'm not sure if I'll put them in my Etsy shop. I might wait till next year because it's gonna, obviously won't get to anyone before Halloween. I'm not sure what I'll do. But if you're interested, shoot me an email or a text or whatever, and we can work something out. So we've got that. We've got that. Our little girls, oh, they're so creepy. Close like that. Our envelope closes like that. Let's see. That, I just noticed, was a little too long. So let's get rid of that little overhang. Perfect. And this page is done. I love it. Is there a place where we can put our divot? You know what we should do is we should put our divot, because this whole pocket is going to be a pocket. So let's go ahead and do that. There we go. That won't interrupt anything. That looks more like the middle. And run some ink. And once again, I am just going to, well, here, I'll do it with you. I'll show you. I'm going to run a scrap across the back of there so you're not seeing the white paper. What do we have that's interesting? So many scraps. Oh, I have this. We used that on the back of the envelope. We could use it again, couldn't we? How much do we need? We need that much. Okay, so we'll just tear it off right there. Beautiful tearing. Awesome job. No. Put some glue on here. Oh my gosh, if you guys could see the mess. Because I've been working on these every day, I haven't put anything away. And the piles are just getting taller and more slidey overy. Is that a word? Yeah, it's a hazard. So I'll open this up. Line that up. I don't know if you guys can see. I'm lining that up with the top edge of our base page. Wow, I did a lousy job cutting that. Or tearing it, rather. We will spread that down, or flatten it down. Flatten it down there. I will cut off the excess from my shoddy tearing job. Try to, anyway. There we go. Perfect. So now, you can see there's that little bit of green jelly plate in there instead of the white cardstock. I think I'll go ahead and ink that. And that is that page. Super easy, right? Even I managed to get through it without too much trouble. So I like it a lot. I'm gonna go ahead and close this, close that. And there is page 5, you guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you're making a Jalbum, post the pictures on the Recreations by Brooke Facebook group. If you're not a member, it is linked down below. Just make sure to answer those 3 easy questions so that I know that you're a human and not a robot. And we'd love to have you. And again, thanks for coming to hang out. It was super fun. I'll talk to you guys real soon. Actually, probably really, really soon, because we need to do this side and get our waterfall done so we can finish our Jalbum before Halloween. All right, you guys. Thanks so much. I'll see you soon. Wait, you guys, I'm back. Sorry. I got so impressed and excited with our cool envelope and how fast we did this. I totally forgot to talk about this pocket. So I'm just popping back on to say that to make this pocket, I used a scrap of the Tim Holtz abandoned 8x8 pad, which is this guy. It's from, I think, originally 2017. Is that right? But he put it out again in 2019. And I love this paper pad. I've talked about it a few times. The colors just work so well with Creepy Baby. It makes me happy. So I had this fun little piece left, and I just cut a pocket that is the same width as our flap, which is, whoops, backwards. I didn't make gussets or anything. I made it a flat pocket. So it's 4.5 wide. And it is 4 inches high. I already recorded this once, and my microphone didn't turn on, so that's why it's already made. So it's also 4 inches high, and then I put a little snip in the center-ish. These are cut aparts from the Creepy Baby add-on that is in the Etsy shop. And then I had this little piece that originally we were going to use for this flip, but we didn't, so I thought that would be super cute in there once I back it. And then this is, can you see that? There you go. This is something from Michael's, gosh, I don't know how many years ago, but I think it's super creepy. I trimmed it down a little bit so it fits in there as well. I'll probably put a tab on there. But that's the end of this page. I'm so sorry I forgot that whole thing. I was just too impressed with myself. That's obnoxious. My mouse is there. So that one closes up like that, and that doesn't interfere with the magnet at all. Still clicks and is good to go. So there is the end of, what is this? I'm so confused now. Page 5. Yes, page 5. So I will stick this on the end of the other video, and I apologize. So I'm really going this time. You guys have a wonderful evening, and I'll see you again real soon. Bye.